Living your life like it's golden.
Golden, living your life like it's golden. Welcome to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
And this is Qiana.
And I'm one and only Mr. Edmond.
This program is being brought to you as part of the Community Development and Training Center. See that?
See that.
Yeah. We like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us.
It's to redefine.
What's cool?
Because smart is
The new.
Giddy gangster.
And if you don't know,
now you
know.
know.
What's
Ooh,
good, y'all?
it's Friday.
Ooh.
Mr. Edmond remind me of an old Chevrolet. Now you gotta go outside, put it on, then go back in the house and get ready. So that when you come out, get ready.
Or does it like, when you go to top, that it's gonna crank.
Yeah. Okay,
Right.
Yeah.
But you turn it and go,
Yeah.
and then you do it again.
And then that's when you say your prayer.
Please, come on. And then the next time you do it again.
Tie right up.
Yeah.
Tie right up. How you feeling this morning, bro?
Don't worry about me. I'm gonna catch up. I'm gonna catch up. Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to Dave too, man. That's
Yes.
the morning mix. Morning mix is provided to you by Super Dave. You can check him out right here on 99 Jam, the old school flavor show every time he's on. I think it's Tuesday and Thursday.
Yes.
From 6 to 9.
Super
Super
Dave.
Dave be rocking out, man. So tag Super Dave, let him know that you appreciate him because he really be doing this thing. Also tag your friends. Tell your friends we up. We ain't going nowhere.
Not until 9.
Not until 9. YouTube been doing this thing too, so I want to give
Swinging.
YouTube followers.
Big shouts out to Charlie Funk, man.
Yes.
Charlie with an I. Funky with the funk.
Funky with the funk. We got a lot cooking, man. So
Mhm.
we got a big day, a lot of stuff to talk about. Yesterday was a big day in the city, I guess.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about that. And then there's a few development deals, kind of what the people say that I want to talk about. But let's start with Would You Rather. Let's kick it off with the Would You Rather. What you got?
Would you rather? Let me go exactly to it because I don't want to mess it up. Okay. So would you rather stay in a stable job that pays well but does not excite you, or take a risky job that you're passionate about, and even if it means uncertainty and setbacks?
Stable but not exciting, or risky,
passionate, setbacks, uncertainty.
You sound like a relationship.
Everything is a relationship.
No.
Everything is a relationship. You have a relationship with yourself. You have a relationship with people at your job. It doesn't mean that it's a romantic relationship, but relationships exist everywhere.
Yeah, that's part of the human existence.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
So what you taking? A stable job that doesn't excite you, or a risky job that you're passionate about?
Give me a risk. All risk. Give me the risk.
Yeah.
No risk, no reward.
I'm going with risk, right? I think we're all risk takers over here.
That's what be wrong with people. They ain't take the risk, and then they feel unrewarded, and then you just like, oh man, I just wish I could have did something better.
But you know what? It just all depends on it depends on the person, because people who in this artistic world and really creative, they typically take these risks, right? And then you have A-type personalities that get a 9-to-5, make the money, and regardless if you like it or not, they accomplish their goals.
Man, some of these 9-to-5s is risky.
No, they are.
I had some risky 9-to-5.
Hey, it feels like a risk.
And I was passionate about it, but it was still risky.
Yeah, I mean, corporations are not loyal to you.
Absolutely not.
No, the corporations use us as tools and yeah. Brother John, what you taking?
I'm gonna go with the risk. I take the risk. Yeah, I take the risk for 200.
Yeah, I'm going with the risk.
Yeah, I take a risk. The passion definitely is fuel, and then the setback, that's a part of it.
Even if you don't listen, I'm one of them people. I have worked so many different jobs.
Good morning, Miss Teresa.
Right. Good morning, Miss Teresa. When I say so many jobs, anything I thought I wanted to do, I just apply for it.
I do that. I do that now.
Just send it.
Yeah, I just apply for it. Look,
all kinds of jobs.
I don't know why I can't hear me until the second hour. Like I can't hear myself on that.
Don't worry about it.
No, I'm looking
your
at
time to shine coming.
Good.
Your time to
won't
shine.
you? Yeah, come up. Like when you did that, like put it like on the side of your.
Your time to shine coming, brother John.
Closer, yeah,
don't worry about it. Don't worry.
Yeah, because I be cooking and I don't hear nothing.
What we
I
hear?
know I be cooking sometimes. Every now and then I'm good to make a good omelet or egg sandwich or something.
Okay.
And don't hear none of that.
None of it. Why you say cooking? And it's just right. Everybody know Qiana.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yesterday was Shauna's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Qiana.
I threw her a birthday party. She came in. It was so funny.
That's amazing.
So she was singing, and I wish I could have like recorded this. She heard Cheyenne sing "I Will Always Love You" by Whitney Houston, and I asked her to sing it.
Okay.
And she started trying to hit those notes.
You can't sing that song if you can't sing. That's one of them songs that you can't sing.
You should have just sung "Happy Birthday."
But she was so happy. I asked her, was she happy? She said, happy, yes.
I just read the text. But yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
So again, I'll put it in the chat. Let us know what you're doing. A stable job that doesn't excite you, or a risk job you're passionate about with setbacks. Lord have mercy. It was Miss Geneva Gibbs' 86th birthday yesterday. So shout out to Miss Gibbs. I called her, but she wasn't at home. Yeah, 86 years old. I remember I posted it a while back. We was doing the Andrew Gillum campaign, and she was maybe. So how long ago was that, right? She was like maybe 80, 79 or 80. And she did probably like 100 doors. She was canvassing on doors for Andrew Gillum.
I think that was
late.
It's been a while.
And so and she's still engaged. And so shout out, happy birthday. Wherever you are, Mrs. Gibbs, happy birthday. We love you. We appreciate you and all that you do. 86 is
86. I was watching this documentary about the countries where people live the longest.
Okay.
And it's usually over there across the pond.
Okay.
Like
they ban all of the food
on
this side of the pond.
I was just want to know why.
No, that they said like I mean. No, I don't. You know what? These people, it's probably somewhat with their diet, but they're talking about happiness and like less stress is really what they're
saying. Your diet too. Your food determine your mood.
Yeah.
And these people like 100 and I seen somebody on this documentary 105 and she was chopping wood. She was moving no dementia.
Our idea. How, like Mama Blue say, not that kind of grandma.
No, these people at 101 and 105. And so I'm going to rewatch this documentary too because I'm really interested.
Yeah, your food is your medicine for sure. Absolutely.
Yep. And if you don't, because a lot of people don't know, they have manufactured the food to give us feelings and make suggestions.
Yeah.
I was just looking at right before I came here. I was looking at this thing.
When yesterday.
but listen, they were explaining. Yeah, I know, right? Listen, they were explaining how manipulation is used in the animal kingdom.
Okay.
Right. And then they were expanding how animals use manipulation and then turn that study to humans.
Okay.
Because we manipulate people and they say we putting it in the food.
I believe it.
That's what they said.
They
really it's on YouTube somewhere.
Yeah, they really got agendas that they moving for real. And they invest in.
Listen, they say straight up
all kind of things.
They want you to eat the food and the taste to leave your mouth fast. Why? Because that makes you eat it again.
Yeah.
So the scientists go in and put the chemical together so the food tastes good. It's like a high. It go up and then drop.
Yeah.
So you have to go get another one.
That was high fructose corn syrup. They said that's one of the side effects of it is that it make you thirsty. And so when you drink sodas, when you drink a soda, you wonder why it don't quench your thirst because the high fructose corn syrup make you thirsty. Yeah.
And the science behind it all.
My sister,
Don't need to swine, my brother.
I want to give a shout out to One Community Grocery Co-op too. Last night was a live presentation of the One Community Grocery Co-op. It's on the OCGC page as well as Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. But they were doing reflections from the up and coming conference. So, Mr. Edmond, would you mind telling us what the up and coming conference is and maybe one of your takeaways?
Okay, the up and coming conference is the United States premier co-op conference. This is the biggest co-op conference in the United States, and it's everything from you name it. There's a co-op for it. Whether it's I don't even want to go through the list, but and my biggest takeaway was understanding, the business of co-ops, right? Understanding that pantries and co-ops and all these solutions are inside of an ecosystem, and it's called the food ecosystem or whatever they call it, right?
It's a name for it.
Yes. And the ecosystem consists of grocery stores, pantries, co-ops, and different remedies for food, like having food at school, having food at the rec centers, having food. So that builds your food ecosystem.
Gotcha.
Right. And that's why when I came back, my outlook on it changed, because I thought, pantries were the competition.
Okay.
And then you realize that pantries and grocery stores go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Where do you think the pantries get their food from?
Right.
A grocery store.
Yeah.
It is an ecosystem. But on the south side, we've been pitted against each other. And that's why going to that conference really helped me understand that there is no competition. But the problem is the other people on this other side haven't learned that yet.
The pantry people, in some cases, they don't realize that is not competition. they know you can't put this community member owned thing over in here because now we're gonna be out of business. No,
it don't work like that.
It don't work like that.
Yeah, it don't work like that.
So they need to go to up and coming.
No, I went in. I talked to them. I was telling them yesterday.
Yeah,
I had a conversation with them, and I like went to tell them. Right before the city council meeting.
Yeah.
I don't know if they actually made it, but I went and I was just out there talking, and I was like, "Hey, y'all, just want y'all to know, we're not adversaries.
Yes,
this is not an adversarial relationship.
Come in peace.
The system is pitting us against each other, and I need y'all to understand that we're being pitted against each other."
No, I'm glad you say.
Listen, we hugged, man.
No, I'm gonna tell you,
they like ball, let's pray, and we did that.
No, I'm gonna say the old wow was because after we went to city council and we had the city council vote, when they was coming out, like how the city we taking a picture. And they on the other side of the rail, and they like walking by. And was like, "Hey, y'all, I want y'all to know." And I told them the same thing. Like the way that it was framed was like we were competing and it was trying to pit us against each other when we not.
I'm glad you
said. So like what you said basically echoed what I said.
And I didn't even know you said that. We be on the same page sometimes. We really do. And then other times we don't. But
that's the mix. That's a good mix.
But listen. Because I'm going to say this, with this amazing fight for resources that we have in the city, there is always a fight for who gets what and when. But the reality is, even our elected officials and the people at the top, the administration, need to understand we have to invest in the whole ecosystem, right? We can't just say we want pantries and not say groceries. And we can't say we just want groceries and not pantries. This is a whole ecosystem. We got to have food in the schools. We got to have food at the rec centers, right? This is what helps people stay healthy, and that's how you get to that 100-year-old documentary that you talking about. This diet. Do you know that is a 15.5 year lifespan difference between South St. Pete and Snell Island? 15.5 years. So that's 65, between 65 and 80. 85. And that's due heavily to the diet.
Right. And in that documentary, it does say the more money you make, the healthier lifestyle typically you have, and it
expands.
But back to what you're saying with the pantry and then grocery stores with the co-op. Some people need free food, right? And other people, right? And other people will need food, but don't want to go through that line and want an affordable place where they can go and purchase their food at. right? It goes hand in hand. There's a lot of pride in that, and
I've been
people
hitting them up though.
Yeah, but
I've been
but they want to be at the
I've been doing it.
I know, but but just think if you had the co-op there with food.
Oh yeah,
that's
you still might go to the pantry.
Yeah,
I was talking
all of the above.
I was
like
talking-
you're going to stop doing one of the other. Yeah,
I was talking to a reporter yesterday at the same thing, and that's what I was telling him.
Right.
That part of the ecosystem, is allowing people to have free options, because that's when you have an option. When I go in the store and help myself, because there is no free options. And then guess what? When I help myself, y'all gonna talk bad about me, but I'm gonna survive, right? Y'all gonna, and the store might close, but we gonna be here. We gonna survive, and that's the problem. We can't choose one for the other. People have to have the ability to purchase the things they need or purchase the things they want, and then get the things they need.
That's right.
If you get what I'm saying.
I do. All right, and so yeah, if you want to be a member, if you want to join the co-op and be a part of this ground floor, the founding members, we're on a push to 300. So you can actually go and join today. Go to ocgc.coop and yeah, let's take off. Also, Black Money Movement update, Black Money Movement announcement. So we got some data about Saturday's cash mob.
Okay.
And 30% increase in business for our first cash mob at 727 Seafood and Grill. Let's give it up for everybody.
Yay!
All the things, man.
Amazing.
All the things. Yeah.
I just want to thank everybody that's been involved with the Black Money Movement. Big shots to 727 Seafood and Grill. This is still the time to shop with them.
Keep going.
This is still the time, because what we want to do is bring that 30% to be their normal.
Yeah.
The extra 30% needs to be their normal. So the next time we spin the block, we're going to do another 30% on top of that. So now we up 60 to 90%. Y'all don't understand how heavy it is to go up 30% in business.
Yeah. That's a lift. Yeah.
That's almost a total flip.
Yeah.
Y'all know about flipping, and you get a flip in.
Yeah.
That's almost a whole flip.
Yeah.
Thank you for all the people that came in and spun.
Yeah.
Like the customers, because we can't do this without you. And y'all stay tuned for the next Black Money Movement business we're gonna go to.
That's right. But yeah, it was just amazing. I was happy to see that, to get that report.
Yeah, it was. I loved it.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, we're making progress, man. What else we got here? Go.
We got 8 minutes.
Politics with Mr. Edmond.
We do that after the break.
Yeah, we'll do that after the break.
I'm gonna go in. Don't start me now.
Oh, we're doing a book drive tomorrow.
Yes, I got books that are still at the store that I need to buy. So if somebody want to cash out me, because
I want to just make sure I heard that right.
Yeah,
I have books that are still at the store that I need to buy. Okay, got you.
Yeah.
I was passing the hat and ain't nobody put nothing in the hat. I left the car.
They in the go back section. Okay, so you were like, hold on.
I ain't want to do the 5% discount.
So you got all of these books. They in the cart. You get and it's like, okay, hold on, I'll be back tomorrow.
No, I called. Hey, y'all, passing the hat. Everybody went blank. It's like somebody hit y'all with the doggone Man in Black thing.
And you got a cart full of.
We don't remember nothing you said. Yeah.
No, not at all. And I definitely don't remember him saying, I'm going to the store to buy books.
No, I didn't say that.
Don't call me in the store. Hey, I'm buying books. Y'all got anything on it?
This is what, all jokes aside, this is what he does.
Yeah.
He pop up with an idea. He's in the mix of doing it. Yeah. And then he'll send a text message, right? And if we don't respond in 2 seconds, your phone ring, right?
Yeah, that's the next
or it's the opposite. Your phone ring and you don't pick up. You get a text message. Right? So
hey, I'm buying toys for the kids.
What y'all got on it? we doing this.
Oh, wait. No, this is true story. True story. He pull up with a bucket full of toys. Hey, y'all got anybody that want these toys?
Yeah.
I was in the store the other day and I got all these toys. Look, they was on sale. And we like, Mr. Edmond, you know Welfare is doing a toy drive.
That's who got the toys.
Yeah, that's who
big shots out the WellCare, big shots out to Tamika Misham, big
Mhm.
shots out the Urban Drinkery because they did the toy drive in the Tampa Bay.
Good morning,
Club.
Renee. Good morning, Tiffany.
They was able to put together a box of toys.
Yeah,
and then I seen that box being used for more toys, and I was like, you know what? I feel good. Good job. See that?
Yeah,
Good
that
job,
was
Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. Y'all did that.
No, you know, it's so funny though. And then Jabbar get this stuff and he be so proud. He was like, this is good stuff.
Hey, you do like these some good toys. You
This
see
good.
this? No, and it was like I'm like some black figurines.
Man,
Like, that's why I bought them.
Good stuff. And now he had the book, so and they started putting it on layaway. It's in the
cart.
buggy.
I'll be
Wait,
back.
I'll be back.
I'll be
Yeah, I
back.
put it in an undescribed location, and hopefully I go back
And
and it's still there. Because I had some nice books. These was really good books. I called T to make sure
Those were the books.
that I was like, hey man, I know a lot of kids
Yeah.
don't do books, so I was buying coloring books.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, hey man, coloring books all right? And he was like, yeah, man, coloring books all right. Then I called y'all.
Yeah. So tomorrow at House Park, if you want to buy books or if you want to pass the hat and chip on these books too, you can do that with Mr. Edmond. But we'll be at Child's Park from 11 to 1, accepting the book drive donations.
Yeah, Competitive Readers Coalition.
Yes. And then also we have
While we're talking about dry, go ahead, do that.
This is, tomorrow also is the second Saturday, and so we're doing the Fusion 49th partnership with Saturday Shop.
Yeah.
Oh,
so-
it's a lot of stuff going on tomorrow. Go ahead.
Pull up
Crab
there.
Boil at Trolley Market Square. We got the flyer here. With Renee on, I think I heard you say what up.
She
Renee?
was on. I don't know if she's still
so
on,
Renee,
but
if
yeah.
you could put a link in the chat or just put some information in the chat. But yeah, we're doing tomorrow. We're talking about Black Money Movement. Talking
Yeah.
Oh, Renee's still there.
Talking about
Hey,
supporting
Hey.
businesses, bringing economic development to our area,
This is
all those things. And so the partnership between Fusion 49th and Saturday Shops is
What time does it start?
it starts at whatever time it's on the flyer.
And
I
if you
can't
don't
see
know,
either.
Put it in the chat.
Try
And I
it.
keep on, and I go everywhere I go. I pick up a pair of reader glasses.
Okay.
And then put them down. Hey, so I was gonna say this, y'all. Trolley Market Square is
bless it.
on 18th Avenue and 49th Street on the Gulfport side. That's that big little thing that
12 to 6.
some people don't even know what it is.
Yeah.
Right? I'm just because I'm so hood. I know how people like Trolley Market Square. What you talking
What
about?
is that?
18th Avenue, across from the VFW.
Yep.
The park, that's the trolley square, because you really don't see trolleys too much there. And so
This
people
is
don't.
that big one right there that you see where the dude be.
But they don't always.
Yeah.
The dots don't.
Yeah.
So cross the road.
So you don't see trolleys. There's a trolley that's
Cross the
parked
road
there.
from
That
McCall
don't
and
move.
Sons. Cross the
But
road
okay, yeah.
is the trolley square.
That's
Y'all
right.
pull up because this is something big. Gulfport ain't never seen us like this before.
Yeah.
So while we're talking about that, because I want y'all to go to there
Mhm.
on 49th
Mhm.
Street, but also if you shopping around doing some Christmas shopping,
Thank you,
because
Renee.
people are going to do that at Culture Creative, they will be back in the parking lot again.
Yeah. So we're gonna
So,
swing. We're gonna do a
yeah.
swing. Yeah. We're gonna
So,
swing around.
So you got options.
You got option,
We gonna
and
do it
that's
all.
from 11 to 5.
Okay.
By any means.
Buy BUY by any means. And
Yes.
listen, I love it. I love the idea. I love the energy. I'm gonna
Mhm.
tell y'all because once upon a time, Black St. P had 500 to 1,500 black businesses,
Mhm.
and those brick and mortar businesses have been long gone due to oppression and all types of things, right?
Right.
Mhm.
But we're fighting back through vendorship.
Yeah.
Vendorship is the word. Is vendor?
I mean,
Renee,
if you
is
know what it
vendorship
means-
a word? Vendorship.
If you know, if you know what it means, it's a word.
Hey,
That's my take on
we
it.
You
fighting
can
back.
I know what you mean. So yeah, it's a
we
word.
fighting back.
Through vendorship.
We fighting back. So next thing
Thank
we're
you,
working on
Gary.
is a vendor amnesty in the city of St. Pete. City of St. Pete has no amnesty.
Yeah.
City of St. Pete has no love, y'all.
Uh-oh.
Look into
Shots fired. Shots
somebody tell me
Oh, Lord.
where's the amnesty? There's none. There's no amnesty with codes compliance.
fired. Okay.
There's no amnesty. Like they got these new grants coming out. Ain't no amnesty. You owe the city. You ain't getting no money.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying, maybe we need to start light. Vendor amnesty. We're gonna start light.
We got-
something that you can do.
We got 1 minute, right?
Before the break. Yeah.
Before the break, we're gonna
Renee
leave
says
you
vendorship
with
works
this,
for her.
right? We are still taking donations for
Yeah.
Jamaica,
Yeah.
right? Saturday, December 27th, right here. Come out and support
Yes.
for the Caribbean Relief Drive. Bring your waters, canned food, non-perishable items, baby food, toiletry, all the above. There will be entertainment and refreshments. It starts at 11 o'clock. Okay.
Yes.
This is a community event. We're asking everybody to come out.
Yes, we're looking out for Jamaica. You haven't heard about it on the news. When you talk about the Caribbean, you talk about the American Army bombing fishermen boats and whatever.
Yeah.
Right. But there's a tragedy that's happening in the Caribbean, and we got to help our people, y'all.
All right. So we're going to take a break, and Renee say vendorship.
It does work.
Yeah.
For her. So we'll be back 6-7 minutes after the hour. Again, we're going to get into politics with Mr. Edmond. We got a lot of stuff happening. I got a what the people say that I really want to get into.
Right.
So we got time management.
Yeah, we got to really manage the clock because it's a lot on the agenda today. But y'all stick around. We'll be back 6-7 minutes after the hour.
Hello, I'm Gabe Ortiz, and this is WEDU Arts Plus. Based out of St. Pete, the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is a morning radio show about hip-hop life and urban culture. Meet the hosts who inform and empower their listeners.
I'm your boy Edmond. I go by Mr. Edmond. My role, I'm a host and I'm co-founder.
My name is Brother John Muhammad, your brother John, yourbrotherjohn.com. And my role on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is host or co-host.
I just go by Qiana. Sometimes you may hear the guys call me Q. I may say Q just depending on my personality that day. And I'm the female of the crew. All right? I think I keep balance when you look at the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. So that's my role.
And I'm Bruce Moore Jr. A lot of people do know Bruce Moore Jr., obviously being born and raised here and going to school here, but there's many more people that know Reno.
St. Pete is small, and so the good things and bad things that come with a small city, you know, everybody knowing each other, of course, would be one of the pluses.
My neighbors were not only just my neighbors, they became my family.
Trying to put that back now, like really getting back to a place where we know our neighbors and we look out for each other. It was a St. Pete that existed, you know, south of Central, and then there was another St. Pete that existed north of Central and downtown. It was a struggle then, and I think it's still, you know, somewhat a struggle for Black people in the city of St. Pete.
Even with every step of progress we make, it's still a struggle to, implement that progress.
Did y'all hear about the weed college, the first cannabis college?
In Orlando.
Talk to us, Soprano.
No, yeah, I've been looking at it.
This is serious, y'all.
Over a year ago.
If you got the charges, go and get the degrees, King. You got years of experience, man. It ain't like you come into a classroom with no data.
Elon Musk said that a drug dealer knows how to manage and run a business better.
I can't believe that.
The real facts, man.
I'm all about education. But what I'm saying is that we carry this industry on our backs.
The way we started the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, Jabbar approached me about what could we do, how can we do something together, and then an opportunity to promote Amendment 4. Amendment 4 is the, voting rights restoration to returning citizens. We were able to negotiate a deal where we got like 30 minutes on the radio at 99 Jams to talk about, Amendment 4 and other local, policies.
A Trump Platinum card. All that and more coming up. Welcome to Democracy Now! Democracy.
To returning citizens. We were able to negotiate a deal where we got like 30 minutes on the radio at 99 Jams to talk about, Amendment 4 and other local, policies and politics. Enjoyed it, so we started doing it on Sundays as like a podcast with, at the time, Janet Michelle. She was our co-host, and she, filled that role until she moved. And then we had Carla Bristol, Carla B. She came in for a season. And then Reno was behind the scenes. He was always present because we did organizing together, so he'd come and hang out. And then the things that he was saying off camera
was like, man, we might as well just have you on the show.
The negative thoughts that you is thinking about right now, or any particular subject, y'all, just flip it.
Turn problems into opportunities.
Problems are opportunities, man. Big shouts out to Sauce and Predo, man.
Real deal, man.
We on the jump board together right now. Just being around people and clearly always talking, I just felt like at least learn something. So as you see that you're not going to shut up, you can have substance to your conversation and not just be labeled somebody who just love to talk.
Really being informative, looking to give the information that isn't readily available in our community.
Multiple meteorologists can look at the same data and come up with a different forecast.
And so now you take those models, take that data and say, okay, based upon all of that,
Absolutely.
you might be in between here and there, and that's my know what I'm saying speech. Most recently, after Carla B, transitioned out and went to do other things as well, Qiana, we invited Qiana.
I've been working with the guys for a while outside of this, and they called me to interview. And when I came in to interview that Sunday, after the show, they was like, hey, you need to be a part of the show. And I was like, okay.
I look at it almost like a band and the instruments, but it's just the instrument that we're using is our voices.
My voice is already kind of squeaky. I know my voice can get squeakier.
You have to have your radio voice on and have that vocal control.
I talk lower when I need to calm it down. And when I'm very passionate about it, I slow it down. And because I want you to understand what I'm saying.
What's good for the geese is good for the gander. So if you keep it secrets, just know that she can too.
Okay, and see that's why Qiana, that's why you need it on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. You feel? Because you gonna even things out. You know what I'm saying? I was just joking. You know what I'm saying? It was joking.
We just understand power, and in terms of people's attention, because it costs. People's attention costs. That's why it's called pay attention.
We want to present local information right up there with, the trending topics.
One thing that's a common denominator with all of us is that we're all passionate about our people.
For me, what you take from me is that I'm real and I'm passionate about the growth of our people.
The overall goal, I would say, is to have a more informed community. Around electoral politics, around health, around equity.
It's about the mission of connecting the dots and closing the gaps, inspiring people to see what's possible, and trying to be an example. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing sometimes, but you do the best that you can with what you have, and you pray that others will be inspired to join in.
For more info, visit cdatcenter.org/Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
People are in isolation or quarantine amidst a rapidly spreading...
Don't let it be a third time. Don't let it be a third time.
Third time's a charm. That's all I'm going to say. I promise y'all, if y'all be a fly on the wall,
all right.
Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
Yeah, Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. If you don't know what you're listening to, we'll tell you again. But
who are you?
I'm Brother John.
And I'm Qiana.
And I'm the one and only Mr. Edmond.
And this program is actually brought to you as a part of the New Image Project that's developed by the Community Development and Training Center, also known as CDAT.
CDAT.
We would like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us to redefine what's cool.
We do that. We is redefining what's cool.
Because smart is
the new
gangsters.
Gangsters. Baby,
baby. Didn't know.
Now you know.
Now you know.
Yeah.
And just to show you that too, like yesterday, we have like the most politically engaged audience in the world. Yeah.
No, we really do. And we always say it. I came across somebody in the city.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And we was just talking, boom, boom, boom. And I didn't even know this person, like,
no.
Right. Because, you never know who listen and don't listen to the show.
Yeah.
And they're asking me questions, right? So we're answering. And I was like, dang, we just talked about this on the radio, right?
Yeah.
And the person's like, oh, yeah, I tune in. Right. And I'm like, oh,
yeah.
Right.
That's when the flag was. But during the break, we was talking about perspective.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Brother John. That's what I wanted to talk about.
Perspective. So go ahead.
So what I was saying in perspective, when we look at our eyes and we see what we see, our field of vision, we think everybody has that same field of vision.
Okay.
We don't. Some people see their nose. Some people can't see the floor. right? Some people.
I have to look to see my nose. I can't see my nose.
Some people do see their nose. See, that's what. That's just.
I can see it if I
But
look at it.
that's the perspective.
One eye and look at one eye. But whatever.
But that's what I'm talking about by perspective.
Yeah.
We all seeing something different through our eyes, and we think we seeing the same thing.
Oh, and it's funny. Hey, Pax, I was just talking about your breakfast.
All right, man. Listen, you need to go ahead and send us some breakfasts so we can get this out the way. We've been talking about your breakfasts. We heard it's the greatest. We heard you top tier.
I did tell them.
We said it's top tier. We need to find out. We are the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club after all.
Yeah.
Right on. But your perspective is your reality. Like that's the other part.
Yes.
You're talking about perspective and viewpoints.
Yeah.
Like that's a space of growth, right?
Mm-hmm.
To be able to respect people's
Perspective. Yes.
You know what I mean? In the way that they see things.
Yes.
Like, and yeah, because you want people to see it the way that, and this was like I really struggled with. I want you to see it the way I
my
see
way,
it.
yes.
But then at a certain point, after
once you
arguments and
you realize like
I just don't see it the way I see it, and that's all right.
That is all right.
That's okay.
I'm all right with that.
I'm all right with you not.
That was my perspective with the Goliath Davis, and when we was talking about the different school to prison pipelines and just all the things, right? And I said, okay, we're not gonna see it the same way.
Yeah.
Right. So we got to yield this one because we most definitely probably agree on 80-90% of the things.
Right.
Right. I'm rapping with him. I know I kind of agree with like 70-80-90% of what he's talking about.
Yeah.
1,000%. But that 1-10-9% of what I don't agree with.
That's what you called him.
That's what I call it.
That's my reason for the call.
That's why we were talking.
Yeah, that's my reason.
The reason for the season.
Yeah.
No, perspective, but a good conversation and understanding can squash all of that.
You can,
right?
Yes.
Because I am. But you have to be You have to be able to comprehend what the other person is saying,
or be willing to at least try.
Willing, because it has to be willing parties. Because if your mind is already set, it is nothing that I can say to kind of change your mind. And there are people that like. That's set on like, no, this is it, and don't come in as willing.
That's how I feel about politics.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Now I got my mind set on
certain things. Yeah.
But I'm always open. You know what I mean? I'm willing.
Good morning, Jason.
I hear that, brother John. I got my mind set on a set of things now. Yeah. Me too.
We do this all the time over here. Like we'll have our stance, and then we'll talk and be like, you know what? I can see where you coming from.
Yeah, in real time. You can see us do it in real time.
You really see us do it in real time. And I mean, we all three got really strong personalities, right? And we really kind of like state, and we be like, this is what we at.
You call it strong personality?
Yeah, we got strong personalities. Right?
So you know what? It's like the palm tree, right? So you have your roots and you like firmly rooted, but
still being,
you know. Yeah. And when you stand upright,
but I'm still the same.
Upright when I'm upright. But I lean and like. You know, I can
But some people don't want to go and lean with the wind.
Them trees that you see them, when the wind blows,
they snap. Yeah,
and
you know what I'm saying?
And when they snap, they dead.
When they snap, they dead.
Want to hit?
Like, where did that come from? Where did that come from? Strong personality one.
Listening to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, y'all. Right here, 99 Gems. Your perspective. What y'all think, man? Your perspective, your reality, how y'all navigate?
I don't know why we on this. Just change the subject. Urban drinkery, coffee.
Listen, y'all. If you want to have the black coffee experience, listen, Urban Drinkery is your location. And when I say black coffee, I'm talking about black coffee.
What's understood don't need to be explained. So let's talk about this yesterday.
Oh, somebody called me.
We got a caller.
And we got another black coffee shop too.
Yes, on 18th, right there. Yep. I went there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right next to trees, right next to Trap House Blend.
Actually, Shantavia
did the whole building.
She owns the building.
Oh man, big shots out to Turner, man. I seen what was going on, but I didn't understand it.
Oh, I think I hung up on them.
Call back, caller. Call back because we need to talk to you. Yes, and if you ain't listening and you just called in, see, bad for you. Because you don't know we want you to call back.
Yeah, that's true.
See, if you just calling, Thinking you just gonna talk to us?
Oh, and Jason say tomorrow is Miracle on 22nd Street.
Okay.
Oh,
Customer
what?
Appreciation Day at the Cat.
We'll be there.
Yeah, that's what's up.
We'll be there, and it's gonna be a toy
From
giveaway.
it's from 11 to 6. Pull up.
And it's gonna be a toy giveaway on the man. Listen, big shots, man. Big shots out to the community, man. Big shots out to the whole Deuces Corner, man. The Catalyst, Urban Drinkery. Big shots out to Jug.
Yeah.
Miss Gloria. Man, listen, the whole Deuce going. Big shouts out to Mr. Brave Boy.
Yeah, Lorraine, shout out.
Where my hat at? Where my hat? Let me take my hat off for Mr. Brave Boy. Mr. and Mrs. Brave Boy, I take my hat off to y'all.
Visionaries.
And I'm gonna put my hat back on because I appreciate what y'all did for our community. A lot of people can't say that because they have a feeling about y'all, but I'm gonna say it loud and clear.
A lot of people can't say it.
Don't stop. Why y'all stopping me? Why y'all stopping me?
Like you could just leave out something. Like
You really didn't have to say that. But you just said
No, I had to say it because I strongly feel Mr. and Mrs. Brave Boy deserve that park named after them. That should be Brave Boy Park, not Deuces, not Deuces Park. Stop wimping out on us. We need black names, streets, roads, and parks. Listen, no, we need that now.
So you start the petition, right?
That's
now.
what it is. This is a petition.
Okay,
My
you
first,
just launched it. You heard it here first.
my first petition request for the naming of the Black Heritage. So y'all want to do tours, right? Y'all doing tours? Show them the Brave Boy Park.
Yeah.
Show them the Brave Boy statues or something. Don't wait these people die and now we love you all of a sudden.
Wait, I'm with you now. Anybody that's listening, because my hands is tied, and I know Brother John's hand is tied.
Yeah.
Anybody who want to assist Mr. Edmond, check it out, because this
my hands tied. I know Brother John's hands tied.
I'm just gonna let you know.
But for real, I'm
we
with it.
believe in the mission, but he's gonna need an assistant
Yes.
to get this
Boy,
started off and go. So I'm putting out a call for somebody
I appreciate
to hop in Mr. Edmond, inbox or call him and say, I'm gonna help him start this. And once you get organized, I'm with you.
Y'all gassing me up right now because I'm with that. I go off and come back with it.
True story. I was working to get Wildwood Park named after Bubba, Mr. Roosevelt Swinton.
Man, big shots out to the family.
And the process that we went through, I learned a lot through that process. And one of the things that was expressed was it was a lot that was happening. But again, it's unprecedented usually to do it for somebody who's still alive. So when I say they want you to be dead and gone, like that's a real thing.
And that's what we fighting against.
And that's what we fighting against. And so instead of naming the whole park, they was able to put like
the pavilion, you know what I'm saying?
We got the backstop and we got them a nice sign.
They didn't name the park after
They didn't name the park after him, but they named the field
ham sandwiches. But it's the Jackson.
That was unprecedented.
And guess what? The president has been started.
But then the other part of it is like this is how they do it. So I'm gonna tell you. So what if a group in Riviera Bay want to name a park after a Confederate general?
Go ahead.
I
ain't got no problem.
But that was the thing. It was like, so once you start this thing,
but that's what we're going. But that's what we're going to tell them.
Do it,
we have no problem with them honoring their Confederate generals. So now let's move forward. Don't see what they try to do is cross us and make us back up, because what if the Confederates get a monument?
No, we didn't back up because we was able to, also a part of that we got Irving Street changed to.
I seen that. Big shots out. Y'all did that.
Of Councilmember Muhammad working with the residents
right behind
Urban
Street. My daddy live on Urban Street.
Yeah. And
what?
And that was the thing too. Like,
it's a small world.
And then to do that, again, lots of lessons learned because you have to talk to the residents, and there was some residents that
they didn't want it. Yeah.
That's why we ended up. That's why Irving and Curtis loan, because they was like,
we'll wait.
Like all my mail, all my stuff.
People been living out.
But it'll switch up because that's how they did 9th Street too.
We was able to get the name of Irving Street changed under.
That's good.
Nah, Louis Stevens said he will back you up.
Hey Lou, let's do it, because I walked through Williams Park and I seen all them conquistadors and all them homicidal maniacs with. They is homicidal maniacs. Them people killed a lot of people.
Right?
They got where you at Williams Park.
Williams Park. They got statues of conquistadors and shit, man. Them people was homicidal maniacs, man.
I'm glad Louis Stevens on here. I want to talk about something that Louis Stevens.
Go ahead.
Let's go, because he was.
So Louis Stevens actually put up a post, and the post that he put up was around St. Pete. It's small. I can't read it.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what it says?
I read it in 5 years. You won't recognize St. Pete.
I found it. They said in the next 5 years, South St. Pete will be unrecognizable. The future for our kids will be lost, and the rich history and legacy of the Black community will no longer exist. What y'all think about that?
I put my comment on that. I think the rich history ain't gonna be gone because they're gonna be selling tour tickets and showing them where we used to live at.
Okay.
Because the honest to God truth, we have to protect our neck.
Yeah.
Right. They made a song about that when I was growing up. Protect your neck.
Yeah.
We have to, because listen, we think people have our best interests, but reality is we didn't even really help them get elected. Right.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't really pad their campaign coffers. So when they go in there and regulate and do laws, they're not thinking about us.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
We're not calling them when they in there. We're not going to see them and make meetings. So guess what? We get the short end of the stick every time. So if you multiply that, you right, Lou. You right. I stand with you on that.
Well,
because
I would say like the St. Pete that I grew up with don't exist.
It don't.
Right. We look. Let's say that even the pier.
Yeah.
Now we got the pavilion.
Yeah, because we do, because the pier was a staple for our, like,
now we got to
went out
pavilion.
there, like we do, and like you look at it, like,
It's like, what is that?
Yeah, like
what is that?
Yeah. They got signs to tell you about the grass. I was out there with
They got signs to tell you about the grass.
I'll tell you, I was out there with my children.
This is itchy,
and
but that one
and I'm walking and I'm looking and I see the sign and it's that kind of grass that I'm like asking my children. I say, y'all know y'all grass?
Hey,
like we don't know our grass. So
my
it's
grass
a great opportunity to learn your grass.
And but listen, and I'm gonna say this. So since we talking about the pier, do y'all know Janice Landing was the Black Mold Beach?
I do, but I want to keep going on what Stephen said. So because there was lots of comments, a lot of people chimed in, and it was a mix of like sorrow and frustration. So you had people that was like, yes, this is really sad. They were saying sad but true, fact is happening. And then you also had another contingent that was saying, well, we should have bought it when we had the chance. Like that was another one of the themes that came up in the conversation, saying, okay, we know that it's unrecognizable, but there was an opportunity to buy it.
When?
Yeah.
It was structured. So systematic oppression is structured in a way to make you feel like you missed your opportunity, but the oppression was really the basis of you missing it because you didn't understand what it was. It was an all-out assault on the South Side. Y'all act like y'all don't remember what people used to say about the South Side. I made investments. People said I was a dang fool.
Yeah.
Right. People. I'm talking about. I'm gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
I know when Davron built that house, people talked about that man like a dog. What that stupid boy built that big old house in the hood for?
Yeah, I remember that.
Now you like, oh
yeah.
Oh, so when we get here, don't look back and say, "Oh, why y'all ain't do it?" Because look what y'all was saying about it. Look what the propaganda was.
They were saying that driving the value down, like that's a part of the.
That's part of the play.
Drive the value down,
and
making the people who think that like you living in paradise and they telling you it's a hellhole.
It's a slum. You're in the slums.
And then they come in, and then
you're in the slums.
And then they make it seem like when us want to buy, they be like, "Oh, that's such a bad. What are you doing?" And then they tell
you to get out.
Get out. And then when
they told us that.
And then when I come and approach you're not serious.
Yeah.
No. But
they told us in school, if you make it, especially if you was like an athlete and
you want to.
Tell you your goal is to leave here.
Yep.
And get out.
Not to come back.
Make your money
and go somewhere.
Go move to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
But it was
you leave paradise to go to Pittsburgh. Because these people have told you that.
Was a part of the indoctrination.
And then everybody trying to get down here.
And now the corporations own like
sometimes
so many houses in the
and they does. And like
the whole Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Like my dad say this right now, like because we own like a block, right?
Yeah.
And there was another property. And he didn't see the value. Like he was like, "Dang, why didn't I buy it?"
Yeah, he didn't see the value in it.
He didn't. He was like,
propaganda.
Right, but
it's heavy. It's thick.
But he was buying houses then and doing it and all that other stuff. But that piece of property, and right now he was like, "Why didn't I do it?"
Because
so if you're just tuning in, we actually talking about what the people say, the What the People Say segment. Today we're talking about a post that was made by Louis Stevens where he said South St. Pete will be unrecognizable in 5 years. And LA Keys said it's unrecognizable now.
Yeah.
When you go down 34th Street, that's true. And then especially like even coming across the interstate.
Central 31st.
Not just South St. Pete, all of St. Pete.
Yes.
Like it's places in St. Pete that I go to and I'm like, wow.
Is that there?
Yep. Look at where Dunkin' Donuts at, and then like it's an apartment that used to be
Mid Peninsula, Ponderosa.
It used to be Ponderosa.
Yeah, a little hotel, a little dirty foot hotel was right there.
Yeah. and then
I ain't talking about nobody.
We talking about what the people say. So in addition to saying it's sad, others were saying that we need to buy, and then you got people that are feeling displaced, ignored, or pushed out. Katie Daniel said neighborhoods that they didn't want are now being overwhelmingly gentrified.
Yes.
Staple stores don't exist. It's sad. And then you also had like the activist moment, right? Where like Mr. Edmond, he was in there too. He kicked it off by saying they're going to be selling tickets and tell us where Black people used to be. So yeah, y'all let us know what you think. Man. How you feeling about the changes that you're seeing in the
And I don't necessarily like it. And
I don't like it.
I don't like it at all. I'm gonna say that, and I'm all with change. Like I know you need to evolve, but what the things that they love,
smart evolution though.
But the things that they love about St. Pete, like the people from up north and all, like the yard space, the space, they're taking that away. They're cramming us up. So you look.
But we kind of got to though.
No, we don't.
Kind of.
No.
We need more housing.
Do we? Go somewhere.
Smart growth. Because I'm agreeing with you. But I'm not
agreeing, but not.
Yeah, because I think we need to grow smart. I think we need to grow with the residents in mind. I think the problem is there's been a plan to eliminate the Black population, and it's going unchecked. And they could pretend like the plan wasn't existent. They pretend like it wasn't an outline and a whole blueprint of how they're going to do it, the map, everything. It never was rescinded.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why we don't. How many of these apartment complexes you see that are still empty?
Yeah,
like you keep on saying we need more housing.
Yeah,
you keep on saying they keep on putting up these high rises. They keep on putting up these apartments, and there's so many.
But Russians deserve to buy houses too and sit on it.
So speaking of buying houses, actually, and it was another conversation.
It was a joke. I know.
There's another conversation about this because some people are celebrating this new affordable housing development. Pelican Place, right there. We was talking about Tangerine Plaza. So Pelican Place is a habitat development.
400,000.
They're doing. Let me just read it. So a vacant lot across the street from Tangerine Plaza is officially becoming Pelican Place, a 40-unit Habitat for Humanity townhome community. Habitat. They did a kickoff. The homes will be sold to families earning up to 80% of the area median income. And they said the average home is probably going to be like $300,000 for these townhomes.
So that was Deborah on spot that day.
Thank you. I think for my dog is on my page this morning. I was going to go there because
if you don't know where it's at, where is it? Hold on, tell me where's Pelican Place?
You see how we started this morning?
Yeah.
Hold on.
So
reliable.
So listen, the truth of the matter is, this is what like how Louis said in his post, how it won't be unrecognizable in the Black community because things like that happen. Yeah. So a lot of people don't know Davron had that Pelican Place property,
right?
And the city felt the need to take it from them.
Okay.
Right. In the same time, while they had other lots and other things going on with other developers who hadn't broke ground as well,
right?
They felt the need to take it from the Black man, right? And then they got sued and had to pay that man, right? They had to pay.
It wasn't right.
They had to pay that man, but guess what? The outcome is now we have a huge development going on that we have no parts of.
It's not a Black-led development.
That we have no parts of, and then yesterday we had to stand up and fight for a contract that shouldn't even been in city council.
Yeah.
From my, because I watch. Well, I ain't gonna start.
Okay,
we'll get into that in a minute. But so some people are applauding the focus on affordable home ownership and not just rentals, and then other people are saying that the 300,000 is out of reach, even with the 0% interest, and they're questioning why 80% is considered truly affordable.
Do y'all know what? Do y'all know what a mortgage payment of 300,000 is really gonna be 400,000? I don't play the semantics.
So how about the
I round up,
because I think they also said that what happens is with that 300,000, then the city has 75,000.
But don't do that.
I'm just saying.
Don't do that because what you're doing.
But
because those talking points are false. Because when the city run out of that money,
so have everybody heard these talking points?
I don't like. Okay, my bad. I stood up and got crunk.
Okay,
let me sit down.
So 300,000. The debate is that it's not affordable. And then some of the comments that was a part of that was saying the city offers 75,000 in down payment assistance, which will bring the mortgage to 225. So when you're doing the numbers on the mortgage may be 220. It may be less.
But that's malarkey. Now, how is that? I think that's malarkey because these incentives are not 100%. Everybody is not going to get it. Did y'all see the meeting in the city talking about loaning money to do bills? Did you see the city has? If you've been watching, the city is going to go into a very hard time the next 3 to 4 years.
Yeah.
And if you're paying attention, those dollars really might not be there. Those aren't guaranteed dollars. Y'all adding that to the price like that's going to make the price lower.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. You don't do that. Even if you do get the incentive, because you can stack them. You can get several little 75 homeowners. You can stack them, but you're not guaranteed to get them.
Yeah.
So now you're making your plan. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get that 75,000 from the city. Then I'm gonna get this. Then I'm gonna get this, and you don't get it.
Yeah.
And guess what? Now you don't qualify. And guess what? Now you're not in that apartment or whatever that thing is. And that's the big problem because they're using those things to sell it to us.
Okay.
Community sentiment is so important.
I was trying to see where you was going. Okay.
Community sentiment is so important. That's why that's what they're working on. They want us to be happy about us getting got. That's why if you read that post,
they want us to be happy about getting got. That's the clip. Yeah. that's the clip. That's absolutely the clip. What the people saying? We got any comments on this?
Yeah, we do. I just can't.
Okay,
I really.
Oh, man, hold on. Let me get on the page.
Charlie Funk said that's the way they do it. They wait for us to sue for misconduct in practices, and then pay us off, and they still get to keep what they took.
But I'm finna say something. But listen.
What you just said, you just unraveled the beat.
They pay us off, and they still get to keep what they took.
They make us do these little settlements. Wow. They make us do these little settlements, and guess what? They don't change their policy and practice. It comes from the Courageous 12.
No, but you know what? They really hope that we don't push the envelope. Yeah. Like they want us. If they sue, okay, we'll pay. If they sue, but you know how many people talk about it and they just walk away with it.
Yep.
Yeah.
You right.
So
man,
wow.
We need to write a note because I want to talk about how the Courageous 12 came into existence. We can't do it right now.
Okay.
Because I really have to deliver this. What is it? A dissertation?
Yeah.
Or an essay? What is this? I don't know what it is. A monologue?
A robust conversation.
But I really want to talk about it because a lot of people fantasize about what happened with the Courageous 12, but the city was who they sued.
Yeah.
The same person who put that small little plaque up, that's why the plaque's so small, because they didn't really like that.
Yeah.
See, the city fought tooth and nail, fought them boys all the way to the Supreme Court to keep them from serving.
Yeah, they didn't want the first.
And guess what? Who doing the tours?
Yeah.
Who holding the heritage? The same people, and they're doing the same practices.
Right.
But that's another conversation for another day.
You also mentioned Tangerine Plaza, and so yesterday, the Tangerine Plaza vote, we talked about it, I think, on Monday. So the St. Pete City Council has officially voted. It was a 5-2 to extend the development agreement with the Black-led Sugar Hill team for the redevelopment of Tangerine Plaza on the Deuces. Basically, what this means is that Sugar Hill will keep control of the project, and the city is giving them more time to deliver a full-service grocery store, housing, and community-focused retail for South St. Pete.
Now,
vote was Lisette Hanowitz and Gina Driscoll.
Okay.
Everyone else voted yes for approving the extension.
Sugar Hill. I was on your side.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Get that ish done this time now. We ain't coming back. Talking about another.
You can come back. You can come back.
No, I'm just listen.
Yeah, no,
we don't want to set the bar unrealistic.
No, I'm just saying, start the project.
So that was my take Monday. I was like,
you was hardcore
coming in Monday.
Yeah,
I'm like,
you was hardcore,
here, man.
Yeah, you was hardcore.
Once you get, because we were talking about success is preparation meeting opportunity.
Yeah, you was hardcore.
And you got an opportunity.
Yeah,
you got to really execute on that because it's so many of us that's counting on you to do it, and then it's a whole lot of them that's counting you out.
Right.
And so I saw it yesterday as I was watching. I'm like, wow, we got to go in here and beg for this thing.
Thank you, Brother John.
Like these things that they do do for other people.
Without
even blinking. But when it's us, we gotta beg.
And it's a fight. And it's a fight.
And I'm like, what the?
Brought in the biggest politicians in Black America.
When we talked about this, that's why I was saying. Remember, I was like, listen. They give other people extensions without, like, they know the circumstances. Yeah. They don't have to explain. They already gave them their reasons why they were going to extend before you even come up. The fact that we had to go and plead our case. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, to Sugar Hill, because fair or not fair, just get it done at this point, because again,
and prove them all wrong.
Yes,
man. You got to.
I don't like that.
There was a lot of people who was in that space. I mean, a lot of people who wasn't in that space that was with them two no's.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying.
Yes,
and they was like siding with the no's. And that makes sense. Yeah, that's right. But when you don't look at the whole context of what's really happening, then you can take that position. But like, keep going. I'm glad they was able to keep going. And keep the contract. And now you got to execute.
But see, this is my thought, right? There is unfair expectations put on Black people, and this is another example because in their contract they had a year extension, right? And then when you listen to the conversation that was going on, that was such an out of pocket conversation that had nothing to do with what was going on. Like I was riding with my son, right, and we kind of like was just talking about it, we commentating, and I'm like, why did they talking about that? Why did they talk about that? And then the next thing you know, one of the council members say, well, that's in the contract. We can't, why are we talking about it? And then I'm thinking, wait a minute, who's facilitating this meeting? Yeah. Because it seemed like one big run-on sentence and all that stuff didn't matter or pertain to really what was going on. And if you don't,
it be some personal.
It's very personal. It's going on.
No. It be like when you look at it, it be personal stuff that's going on. Like Eagles get in there and then
Eagles or egos?
Yeah.
All the above.
Okay.
Birds of prey.
But they get in there and do what?
They get in there and then they will mess up the church's money.
Yep.
Just mess it up.
That's just a metaphor. They ain't talking about nobody at the church.
Yeah.
No, that's
there's churches involved.
Preacher that stood up and
churches involved.
Yeah, so we we get them letters in the inbox.
Churches involved.
We're talking about the preacher.
No.
The egos mess up the church's money, not the pastor.
That's a common expression that's used in our community.
Black
We're not accusing anybody of anything.
That's African American vernacular.
If you know
AAV.
That's right.
Yeah. See, I be learning. Man, they got me messed up. Man, I
if
be learning.
You know. No.
There's some that don't know. And they'll take that clip and say the Breakfast Club thing. Pastor Murphy was messing up the church.
No, and that's not what. Absolutely not what we're saying.
And what I do want to say is that I'm glad this is an opportunity for some people to clear their mind. This is not a reset. Them boys been working. This stuff going on, and I told the reporter this. I mean, the reporter had a long conversation, just one-on-one, not even on TV. Yeah, right. We just man, that man was just boo because he was like he seen it. Yeah. And I said, just imagine if the city of St. Pete didn't half-heartedly support Black endeavors, what would it look like for the city? Yeah. Then he was like, okay, what? He shrugged his shoulders. I said, when this property was signed over, they would have gave him $5 million, $10 million to make a move.
Yeah.
That's how it starts. And think about Sankofa. They gave Sankofa and say, hey, well, leave you to your best devices. Go try your best luck.
Yeah.
And then come back and say, well, you didn't do it, give it back. And in my eyes, that was set up to fail because you didn't give what was needed to succeed. And then you had to come back 5 years later and give 5 times as much. Yeah. The investment in the front is way less expensive than the back end investments. Right now, we're making back end investments. That's why they're going to ask for 20 million. They're going to come back and ask for some more because they need it.
Right.
And it should have been given up front. So now we got to give more. And guess what I'm going to say? Give it to them. Stop playing. Y'all just gave the Trump. Y'all gave the raise $100 million and they buck. You might as well get it to somebody. Y'all got it on the book still, don't it? Don't y'all got them bonds? Or them bonds go back? What happened to them bonds?
They had to go back and redo all of that.
Reverse.
And we finna be broke. That's crazy. They talking about being broke. And think about that deal they just gave up.
Yeah.
And
I'm just tuning in. We're talking about the St. Pete City Council vote that happened. City Council has officially voted 5-2 to extend the development agreement with the Black-led Sugar Hill team for the redevelopment of Tangerine Plaza on the Deuces. We actually covered it live on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. And I want to thank everybody who tuned in, because what we're trying to do with these city council watch parties is make sure that y'all can see it happen while it's happening. Or be able to see what happened in real time, because we're going into these election cycles, and a lot of times you only see the politicians in the community.
You don't see them at work. Yeah,
you know what I mean. And so we're showing you what they're doing when they're at work and when they're on the dais and when they're actually making the decisions, and then the reasons and the logic that they're giving you. And while they're making the decisions that they make, so that when they come to you, you can ask them, I saw you.
Why did you do that?
Why did you say that? Why did you vote?
Because they do count on, to be honest, that most people are not seeing what happened at these meetings. So, I mean, a lot of, not all, but you know, we got two faces. You know what I mean? Like, we come in the community and I'm
in both of your mouths.
I'm with you. What do you need? And then they get on there and then they be like, nah.
Yeah. Well, so I'm glad we led to this, because politics with Mr. Edmond. With my post, I made a post asking Black elected officials not to tell Black people what they can't do for them.
Okay.
It's 2026 we walking into, and Black voters do not want to hear you tell them what you can't do for them.
Yeah.
Right? Because these other constituents aren't hearing that.
Yeah.
You're not telling them that. You're actually saying, let me see what I can do for you. And then you going on the dais and attempting to do it for them.
Yeah.
And that's good. God bless America. I'm saying don't do us like that, because our vote is so important. Our vote is going to sway in this next election, and the next election after that, and the next election after that. And if you don't respect it, we're going to swing your butt up out of here.
Yeah.
And we're going to start having these tough conversations. You're not getting spared because you're Black.
Yeah.
Don't hit me with the Jabbar. Why you down in Black people? Don't do that, because ain't nobody say that when they was locking my butt up and throwing me in jail from the school to prison pipeline. Yeah. Ain't nobody say why you doing that to Black people then. Yeah. So don't tell me now that I'm politically active that I can that I cannot.
Don't tell me.
Don't tell me.
I wish the radio audience
listen.
Saw that move. That was cool. No, you on it though. You right.
Don't tell me that I'm pushing a Black man down or I'm pushing a Black woman down because I'm talking about politics and I'm talking about it truthfully. Yeah. And then if a white person win, don't be mad. Oh, see, you let the white person win. Well, the white person trying to help us.
Are they?
The white.
Are they?
Well,
are they? No.
But that's a real question. Not just rhetorical.
Put it on.
Are they?
Are they?
Because we was in. No, I want to say that.
Go ahead.
No. You. We had a situation where it was 2 Black people and 2 white people on the committee.
Yeah.
And the white people was all for us.
And the Black people were not.
No, we can't do it. We can't do it.
But the 2 white people was like, I make a motion.
Yeah.
We don't do it.
Second, voted it, and it moved. And then I got a call saying, oh, you love them white women. The white women was helping us.
They
white
women,
but we're moving the agenda.
No, but that's psychological, brother John.
I never came out and said, oh, the Black women. I never talked about that. But I'm telling you now.
That's psychological, brother John.
When we talking about what we trying to get done,
we ain't playing.
White people that will do things that white people believe that they can't do.
They doing us like this.
No,
and it might be true.
No, and I would say this. So I'm with you.
Yeah.
Right. But again, these white people can do what the Black people
can't. That's what we challenge.
We got it. Listen, the only way we change it is that we have to know our value and our worth, and we have to get out there and make sure we have like-minded people. I don't care what color you are. It got to be like-minded people, and you got to have the power to do it.
This your default. Your default setting is white people can do it and Black people can't.
And that's not my default. No.
Because when we talk about, because you like it's white privilege, we talking about what Trump doing. It's like, well, if he was Black, he couldn't do it.
Why not?
Why couldn't he do it?
Because it's not like-minded people in office. It's not. When I'm saying
the whole, like he had the whole thing for a little while.
And he ain't push it.
For 2 years.
And he ain't push it.
Biden had the whole thing.
And then push it.
And so when you look at it, right? White, you see when white they can be for us, but they still don't want a lot of them don't want us to get in our like.
I hear that.
And so like this is not when you say my default right here. What I'm saying is we just got to get more people in office is gonna push for us, and regardless of Black or I don't.
And if we got Black people in there, that's not pushing.
We got to get them out.
I 100% agree with you because I'm saying on here there's some people that I will will never vote for. That I went in and ain't did nothing good for our community.
There's a few, I ain't voting for you.
And I will never vote for again, right? That like
I'm gonna start saying their name. I'm done because I'm tired. Listen, I'm tired of being G code with people that aren't G's.
Okay,
right? These people ain't gangster. They ain't keeping it 100. Right. So okay, but we keeping it 100. We ain't saying nothing about the BS you did. We ain't knocking your organization.
Let's call them out.
So call them out.
Don't you be boosting me up like that. Call them out. But the honest to God truth, like, our audience is being cultivated around politics. That's all this show has been about.
That's what it started.
We have entertainment sections, but the bulk, I wasn't surprised to see 1,500, 2,000 people watching city council meeting. I wasn't surprised because we have cultivated our audience and we're helping cultivate our community. And guess what? There's elected officials that won't acknowledge that. See, they'll pretend like we are invisible. And guess what? That's part of the problem. Stop playing with me like that because we're not invisible. We're here, and y'all gonna listen to us. And if you're not gonna listen to us, guess what? We're gonna invite your butt out because guess what? These seats have been won by 1, 2, 3, 5 votes, 7 votes. And guess what? I know 7 people. I know 8 people. I done helped one of y'all turkeys get in. Right? Them 8 votes y'all, 9 votes y'all won by. I helped them. That was Jabbar votes.
That's right.
That was Jabbar votes. Right? But guess what? Now I see my power. Now I see, okay, you know what we can do now?
Well, they're in trouble now.
Now you know what we can do? We can control this. And guess what? And y'all can come talk to us and we can help do this as one, as a coalition, and build it and do it good. Or we can just go ahead and start knocking dominoes down.
That's right. And I want to just, why you saying that, attention candidates. If you're running for office in 2026 and you're looking for a real way to connect with the people and the community, 99 Jams the Berg has space for you. You can underwrite a show, build your audience, share your message. Our listeners tune in for all the things that Mr. Edmond said. So if you're talking about really reaching the people in St. Pete and underwriting the show, you can actually get information from 99jamstheberg.com. We're doing politics with Mr. Edmond, and we just talking that talk, man. So thank y'all for tuning in. What the people say, man? What y'all think? How you looking to show up in 2026, man? Because you know they're gonna be coming. They coming to churches. They coming to
already. I'm already getting the call.
Yeah. They're gonna be coming and asking you for your support and your endorsement and all of that. And you got to really sit with that and think about what it comes with.
And I always say your neighborhood associations, when you sit down, when you go to your meetings, y'all come up with an agenda, what you want. That's right. So then you already have your plan and this, you have it. And so when they come knocking on your door, you can give them the pamphlet. Right? Like, this is what we want. If you want, tell me.
When they come to your door, you give them a pamphlet.
Right.
I like that.
Yes. You say,
hold on. I got something I want to put in your
I can print it off. I got to print.
And you have it, and this is our demand.
I like that.
For right here, and tell me what, and you need to get this back to me. Check off what you can do.
Yeah, where you at?
Yeah, where you at? Like, they got questions.
No, that ain't what the Heritage Foundation do. The Heritage Foundation print the god doggone thing and tell them to do it. They don't ask them what can you do. That ain't how the Heritage Foundation moves.
So that's the way you frame the conversation.
Well, however you want to do it.
So you got to frame it as like, this is not optional because I'm hiring you to do a job. Because that's what it is. You hiring them to do a job and you saying, okay, can you actually do the job? And they telling you, well, there's parts of the job I can do. Okay, well,
and then you know what?
The part that really impacts you and your community, that's the part that they shaky on.
And then that's what
economics, health, affordable housing.
And if they mark off that they can't do that part, thank you, but you're not the candidate for me.
That's right.
And that's it.
That's
like,
right,
you know what like,
and tell they black butt.
Like, listen, hey, this is what I don't care who they is. I don't care white, black, Spanish, purple,
I was just joking.
No. But when they do that, and if they tell you if they're shaky on what they can do, you be like, you know what? Thank you for your time, but you're not the candidate for me.
That's right.
And then they're either going to say, "Hold on,
I'll help you,"
or they're going to keep on moving on, right? And so you find the one that's going to give you what you need. But again, we always say we have to know what we want.
And the last part of politics with Mr. Edmond, we got some numbers around the voting. Black St. Pete votes and voting on big shots out the Gypsy. and I think it was like 29-30% or some crazy stupid high number. And I thank y'all for participating. But this election, we're gonna drive the election numbers up. I want to see 50 to 100% turnout.
I'm gonna just put this out here, and this may be a Jabbar fact, but I'm gonna say it, right?
Go ahead, Jabbar.
And it's not a Jabbar fact, really, because when you look at St. Pete vote and you look at St. Pete voting trends, you can track increases to the times when we got involved.
You can,
yeah.
I'm gonna just say that.
Yeah, you can.
And I don't know, they say correlation and causation, they say stuff like that. But if we wanted to like stand up and beat our chest like so, because this is what they do. They'll come and they'll put that
number and say this is because of us.
And they'll say this is when I started, and then this is when the trend is. We don't do that.
But
I'm finna start doing it.
But now that's right though, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Because we activated the community.
Because like
you got to think we started with.
I've seen them do it. They'll come in and they'll be like, "Well, we can't really say that this because of that."
But we started with a candidate forum.
Yeah.
Just think about that.
2013.
Think about that.
And then you start looking at the trends.
But think about that.
Votes.
Think about that. Yeah. We started with a candidate forum in the community that never had a candidate forum.
Yeah.
So what did that do for that community?
Yeah.
Like, come on, we can just infer some things.
We started with a candidate forum in a community that never had a candidate forum. What did that do for that community? Yeah. And I saw it in real time what it did for that community. It changed the way that they started engaging with us.
What would you say, Brother John? They stop saying what we're gonna do about Charles Park.
Like scratching their head. What are we gonna do about Charles Park? Hey, Brother John, what you want to do in Charles Park? What y'all want to do? That was big. That was the reality.
And that was the goal.
Yeah.
And that was the intended goal to bring the elected officials to our city, inside of our community, and make them talk about our issue. That was the purpose.
A few years later, I think Charlie Chris stood in Charles Park and announced his candidacy.
Yep. I remember.
You know what I mean? Like, come on.
I think I was there.
So to go from not being engaged at all to have a candidate that's running for governor come to your community and say, "This is where I'm going to launch my campaign from." Yeah, I think that says something.
Because we spiked the trend.
Yeah,
we didn't spike the ball. We spiked the trend. Yeah. This trend spiked because we got involved and we started letting our voices be heard, and we became authentically the people. Yeah. We was being truthful with people. Right. We weren't just trying to get them to vote because somebody told us to go tell them to vote.
Like we weren't telling
come on, no, man. Come on, man.
Mess. And we also
vote or die.
And we saying cook with both hands. We talk we talk about it in the proper context. When we talk about Black Power, right? And I got a book. Shout out to King Reno. He referred me to this book called The Black Power Blueprint, and it's a big old book.
Yep. I got it too.
It's like 1,000 pages.
I got it too.
And I've been reading it, right? And in the Black Power Blueprint, it talks about the different types of power. I ain't gonna give them all to you today, but it talks about the different types of power, and it's like 10 different ways that power manifests itself that we have to be engaged in with our community. And one of the 10 is voting and political power. There's 9 other forms of power. Economic power is another one. Yeah, that's what the Black Money Movement represents. And so when y'all see us out here talking, doing anything, no, we got a blueprint that we operating from, but we do it the way we do it so that you don't know what we doing because when it's like too steep a gradient sometimes. When you start explaining this stuff in a way that people like, man, I ain't really trying to do all. So I always saying, okay, well, can you go to this business on
TV? For real. Just basic. We break it down.
This Saturday, go over here and spend your money with them for this time. They don't know that it's a part of the Black Power Blueprint. You know what I'm saying?
And the thing is, a lot of the outcomes we have is because there's been a lot of money spent on oppressing this community. Yes. People look at the history and glamorize it and never think about the impacts of that history. Right? I was fortunate enough to be involved in the structural race study, and I got intimate with the history. And the reality is, all that stuff still lingers on. Yeah. What them KKK and the police getting together and running around doing picnics, right? Yeah. See people don't know that St. Pete Police Department and the KKK used to ride around doing picnics. Yeah. Picking a nigga and then killing them.
And then they have mass picnics every 4 or 5 years.
To suppress the community.
They're doing it consistently. But then every 5 years.
With a goal, with the explicit goal to suppress the Black community. They didn't
Jamestown, James Park,
come on,
Peppertown,
man.
all of these places. There's articles that show you when the Klan was showing up and how these people, how they were just invading
with the police chief, right? With the mayor, right? This was sanctioned activities. That's why we're owed reparations from the city, right? And
you got Black people that don't want to say that.
And you got Black people don't want to say that, and because they have been hit by the oppression so hard, right? Because it's in their books, right? They go on the tours.
Yeah.
All of it is structured to make you think a certain way.
Yeah.
And see, God bless me. I didn't go to school a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
I ain't go to school a lot.
Yeah,
Guess what? I didn't get indoctrinated.
Yeah. Yeah.
The indoctrinating didn't work on me because I wasn't there.
Right. And I was there. I was an honor roll student, but it was because I knew how to take tests, because that's the way the system is designed.
Yeah,
I didn't really
pass
learn a
test.
lot. I just knew on Monday they're gonna introduce the subject. Tuesday and Wednesday they ain't really doing nothing. Thursday is the pre-test, and then Friday is the test. So I knew what days to go to school in order to get what I needed so I could pass the test. But I did all my learning outside of school and independently. But it was just so you got honor roll students. That's why you look at these people. You got people, and this is no knock on people.
No, it's not. It's not a knock.
No doctorate degrees. But just think about the way that the school work. It rewards quotology. If you can stand up in that class
and just
recite everything,
you're gonna be the best student.
You're gonna be the best student. That don't mean that you know how to do it.
And guess what? I wasn't good at that.
Yeah.
I wasn't good at reciting babble.
Yeah.
Because it was nothing.
Yeah.
Like as a kid, I even was like, this don't make sense.
Yeah.
Right. But guess what? They train you to not listen to that voice inside of you.
Ooh.
They train you. Yeah, you hear that voice, but don't pay it no attention.
Yeah.
When I went to that, when I went to that Montgomery walk from Selma to Montgomery or whatever it is, and the black lady said, I told the black lady how I was feeling, how this junk was making me feel. She said, baby, it's all right. You're supposed to feel that way. I said, motherfucker, I swear I never wanted to be so disrespectful to a little pretty, little lovely black lady so much in my life.
Wow.
What you mean?
It's designed to make you feel that
way.
Yeah.
You mean somebody really studied this and wanted me to feel like this?
Yeah.
And then another group paid for it?
Yeah.
Coca-Cola and Pepsi paid for me to feel like this? I was hot.
Yeah.
I was hot. And I brought it back home.
Yeah.
I tucked it in.
Yeah.
Right? It didn't come out immediately.
No,
This was 2017. This was 2017.
I remember when you went.
This was 2017.
Yeah.
So it's percolating because the reality is they're doing it here right now.
Yeah.
Right? That's what them tours about. I don't care who doing the tour.
Yeah.
Now, see, I don't care who, if you I don't care who doing the tour, who's profiting off of it, and what are they indoctrinating them people with.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But okay, I'm done.
The politics with Mr. Edmond,
So now I'm finna flip the pancake. I'm flipping the pancake with the old lady that said it. When she told you that you felt like that put a battery on your back to come back and fight even harder.
No, it didn't.
It did, because you've been fighting against this since you get. Am I wrong? Ever since he done came in, since he did.
We thought about perspective.
How you know that wasn't breaking me?
Yeah.
So let's say 1 million people went through there. And it inspired Jabbar.
Yeah.
Right? Y'all know what kind of person I am. I'm a 1 in a million person. So what it did to the rest of them people?
Yeah.
Rest of them people that was crying, wiping their tears. What did it do to them?
Yeah.
Them people went back home and got in the trunk of their car and shut up.
But
they ain't wanted to happen to them.
But listen, we always egg and a potato go in the same boiling water. It's what you made of. You cannot say what it's gonna do to you, how I'm gonna react to it. Like again, we change stuff. You change stuff. Other people not gonna feel that way.
Let's take some comments in the time that we got left. It's a lot happening in the chat, and we definitely appreciate
go ahead.
Let's see. There was a question. Okay, Louis Stevens, thank you thank you guys for showing the meeting yesterday. Appreciate that. Y'all need to be talking about DeSantis' proposal to stop property taxes. We do have that queued up.
I got
we just not talking about it today, Miss Teresa. But thank you for that.
We on that.
Charlie Funk, we need more people occupying these offices. Appreciate you for saying that. That's absolutely
most skilled
people. Kona St. Petersburg, thank you for being here. Kona St. Petersburg says we need folks willing to join their neighborhood associations and step up. Many candidates want to go to neighborhood meetings and make promises that they need to be held accountable for.
Yes.
Thank you for that contribution. Miss Teresa wanted me to say something, but I don't think we got time to say it in the 3 minutes left. But
it's only 3 minutes.
Yeah, I agree with that. And then Miss Peanut, some of the money spent to suppress the community, crumbs of it is paid back to Black handlers. So that's a part of the investment. So when you talk about the investment that they're making to suppress our community, they have to have faces of that.
Yes.
That they use. And
people you love.
Yeah, they call them credible messages.
Listen, people you love, people you have a lot of respect for, like.
Yeah.
Or people you don't, because what happens is the people you love who are respected in the community won't show up because they don't want to feel like they sold out. And then you get somebody else. No, then you get the one person that come in and you be like, why they got them? Because that's the only person that accepted the job.
Yeah, and then I'll say this too, though.
That's right.
I'll say this. you talk about the educational system, you talk about perspectives and all of the things that we cover today. You really have some people, and it's unfortunate for us in a lot of cases, but they really think that what they're doing is the right thing to do because they bought into it.
And they've been indoctrinated.
So no matter how hard you stand and scream and beat the chest and have, like, they really believe that what they're doing is the right thing. And so that's another part of the equation. When we start talking about dealing with people, like, you got some people who know that what I'm doing, it's wrong. I know it's wrong, but I'm doing it. Right. But then you have some people that's signing up saying, no, I read the thing, I looked at it, and I believe this is the way for us to go. Because they bought it, and they just like you read the Black Power Blueprint, and you was like, yeah, I read that, and this is the thing that I'm on. Like, they read what they read, and that's what they own. And we got to understand the lay of the land and say, okay, well, you think about King and all of them had positions, and everybody wasn't all the way in on any of that stuff. But it all moved.
Everybody ain't make it to the White House.
But I believe in democracy for real. Like, I believe that how I feel, if you want to put it on there, let the people vote. Yeah. Like, for real, like, the majority wins, regardless if it's my decision.
But then you have to make sure the people are informed.
Thank you, brother. You ready?
I ain't interrupt you. Say let the people vote,
but I said let us vote
because when we talk about letting the people vote, they'll put a whole bunch of bad information in there and be like, yeah, I think we do need to just jump on off the ledge. And you think that that's the right thing to do because they saying in order for us to make this decision, it's for people, everybody let the people decide. And then you're going to tell them all the reasons why they ought to just hang and kill themselves.
Everybody else jumped off the ledge.
GPT telling them, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you need to. Wait, before you say this is how you do it.
Okay, so because you pointed at me, you want them to jump off the no, I'm never saying like because you want them. So let's clear it. No, because we're in here all the time. Right? We sit up here and we hear decisions and we like debate it and talk about the pros and the cons and we really give the people informed stuff. So even when like the raise deal, when they was selling them, this was a staple to tell them, oh no, this is what it is. We started so many conversations.
Right. And they hate us for that though.
And that's fine. But that's what
we got real hate mail.
Hate me.
He need to hate the job he's doing.
He was in my comment.
The job he's doing.
All I did was ask a question. But no, he showed up in the comments.
You can't question white power.
And when I'm talking about question it, if y'all want, I'm gonna try and find that place.
Oh, it's 9 o'clock.
And I'm naming it because
we gotta go.
Yeah. He was left of center.
He was
left of center.
Yeah, he was left of center. All I did was ask a question. And black folks ain't supposed to do that. So ask questions, learn all about yourself. Yeah. There's a lot of things happening this weekend.
And tune in to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
Lose your shoes and shout all around the house.
Hold on, we can at least do that right.
Okay, go on.
All right, so up next is Sister Hughes.
Lose your shoes.
And shout all around the room.
This has been the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
And this is Qiana.
And I'm the one and only Mr. Ed.
And we out.
Bing, bing.
All right.